Hoping everyone had a great St. Patrick's Day. Well, there's an open invitation to one of the most spectacular places around. I'm Jeff Eisner, and welcome to God Works Weekly. We'll get to that momentarily, but first, we talk a lot about how much better we are when we work together to bring the gospel to those people who are in need, right? Well, that's exactly what's happening with two of our great ministries that excel in those short-term mission trips. LAMP and Most Ministries served together in Northern Canada this past year to bring a VBS to a remote area. Here's Marty Morrow and Steve Shave on the collaboration and how it worked out.
I did have some contact with the folks from LAMP. In fact, Steve Shave, the executive director there, and said, well, what if we work together? And what if we shared a mission team? And we did that last year. So Canada became team number 53, Most and LAMP combined on a vacation Bible school team in northern Manitoba to Indigenous Cree children, the Cree tribe.
It was really exciting to see that even in our first year with them up in Manitoba, a place called Grand Rapids, they hit it off right away. Everything went wrong. You know, we didn't know where we were going to have the VBS, and you know, it wasn't really well advertised. But man, I'm telling you, Jeff, the very first day we had kids, I have no idea to this day. I have no idea how they found us, but they did. And then after day one with the Most team, more and more kids were coming. And I guarantee you that might have been the rough first year, but by year 3, 4, 5, they're going to be legends there, and you know, they're just going to be welcomed in like they're a part of the community. So it was really exciting.
It was really good working with them. The LAMP people are outstanding, and it was a great and new experience for us. And we're going back.
Even the children, I mean, a lot of them have kind of abandonment issues, and you know, they aren't going to open up their heart to you if they think you're just coming for one summer, right? But the amazing thing is, by year 2, year 3, the first thing they ask when you're packing up to go is, hey, when are you coming back? And that's the great thing about a partnership with Most like that, is that the Most team can say, we'll be back next year. We'll see you soon. We'll keep in touch.
Now, there's actually a few spots open to join the VBS for this year. Also, check out the links here for the short-term mission trips for both LAMP and Most. Oh, there's another short-term mission trip that you might want to be a part of. The Michigan District's Lutheran Adult Gathering is happening in October, but you can register today already. Bill Wanglin has more on this amazing opportunity.
At a pretty unique and special place, something that can only happen in Michigan, right? Mackinac Island at the Grand Hotel. For mountaintop experience, if you will, of worship and study and a retreat setting. A couple hundred Lutherans gather for that. It's a great event.
So this year I see a couple familiar names. Who do you got there, and what are you excited about hearing from each of them?
We're going to be welcoming Greg Finke, who's going to be talking to us about how we can share Jesus in everyday life, and also Dr. Ryan Tonetti, professor at Concordia Seminary in St. Louis, who's going to be talking about how we share the gospel with other people. And that's really the theme of this year's gathering, this go and tell and share, based on the Great Commission, how we can be sharing Christ with our neighbors. So we really hope people feel equipped and encouraged in how to share the gospel in everyday life.
Going inside Concordia Market, and Garuna Ministries is introducing the Experience Cambodia curriculum. It's resources that can be used for a family missions event, Sunday school, or even a VBS. Leanne Hinkle has more on the details on Experiencing Cambodia.
Interactive curriculum that we've designed really for people of all ages who want to partner with Garuna Ministries and learn more about Lutheran schools in Cambodia. So it's really designed to be as like a one-time missions event for churches and schools, and it's completely free. So everything we create is digital, so as long as people have the link to the materials, they have access to everything that they need. So in Experience Cambodia, we have an opening, a closing, we have slideshows, we have videos, and then we have 9 hands-on interactive stations that explore not just the culture of Cambodia, but the ways that God is working in Southeast Asia. So our goal was really, we wanted to connect 2 cultures and get participants to do things that maybe they would experience in Cambodia. So from art projects to singing and dancing with Cambodian kids to learning to count to 10 from a real Cambodian teacher. And then they can even write letters to Cambodian Lutheran schools and just encourage them in their faith and in their walk with Jesus. So
check them out at concordiamarket.com/experience-Cambodia. Well, time for What You're Reading, and Matt Peoples recently read Centered Set Church. Here's Matt with more.
I think sometimes we think of faith as like presuppositions we need to agree with, and then a certain way, a rigid way we're supposed to live. But in Center Set, what it talks about is, and especially in a post-Christian culture, like here's Jesus, he's the center. And so we really need to start evaluating things through the lens of which direction are people moving toward Jesus? Are they moving toward him or away? And like, you got to realize if somebody's not yet in Christ and they're trying to explore and they're trying to move toward Christ, like it's going to look different than somebody who's in Christ in the way they're supposed to be living. And we need to take people where they are, because that's where Jesus takes us. He always took us where we are, and through his grace moved us forward. We sometimes just lack the compassion to do the same thing for the people around us.
Well, thanks, Matt. Don't forget to give us a like or a share, and we'll have links to everything that we've covered in the show notes, so check those out. Also, don't forget to send us those story ideas, because we'd love to highlight some of those cool things that are happening at your church or in your community. Thanks for watching God Works Weekly.